Hello people and welcome to the Counterfactual Stories YouTube channel. In our second episode, we will talk about the most deadliest and lethal weapon known to the humankind, that is the RS-28 or Sarmat. Before we start with our episode, don't forget to press subscribe button and do not hesitate to write a comment below. The RS-28 Sarmat, named after the Sarmatians, NATO reporting name of this weapon is Saturn II or Saturn Sun, is actually a Russian liquid-fueled, MERV equipped super heavy intercontinental ballistic missile under development by the Makarov Rocket Design Bureau, signed 2009. And it's intended to replace the R-36M or Saturn I. The Sarmat is one of the 6 new Russian strategic weapons unveiled by Russian President Putin on March 1st, 2018. The RS-28 Sarmat made its first test flight on April 20, 2022, and the Russian government expects the missile to enter the service later in the year. But before we proceed, and before we said why this weapon is so deadly, we will talk a little bit about the history of this weapon. In February 2014, a Russian military official announced the Sarmat was expected to be ready for deployment around 2020. In May 2014, another official source suggested that the program was being accelerated and that it would, in his opinion, constitute up to 100% of Russian fixed land-based nuclear arsenal by 2021. In late June 2015, it was reported that the production schedule for the first prototype of the Sarmat was slipping. The RS-28 Sarmat was expected to be operational in 2016. On August 10, 2016, Russia successfully tested the RS-28 first stage engine, named PDU-99. In early 2017, prototype missiles has been reportedly built and delivered to Piastek Cosmodrome for trials, but the test program was delayed to recheck key hardware components before initial launch. In early 2017, according to commander of the Russian Strategic Forces, General Sergei Karkayev, the RS-28 Sarmat would be deployed with the 13th Red Banner Rocket Division of the 31st Missile Army at Domborovsky Air Base in Orenburg Oblast, and with the 62 Red Banner Rocket Division of the 32 Guard Rocket Army at Ushur in Krasnoyarsk, replacing the previous R-36 currently located there. In late December 2017, the first successfully launched test for the missile was carried out at the Piastek Cosmodrome in Arkhangelsk Oblast. According to the report, the missile flew several dozen kilometers and fell within the test range. On March 1st, 2018, Russian President Vladimir Putin, in his annual address to the Federal Assembly, said that the active phase of test of the missile had begun. Shortly after, an anonymous military source was cited as saying that 2007 information about the Sarmat missile had been leaked to the West deliberately. On March 30, 2018, the Russian Defense Ministry published a video showing the Sarmat performing its second successful test launch at the Piastek Cosmodrome. On December 24, in 2019, during the exhibition of the modern weapon system at the National Defense Management Center, it was reported that Sarmat is capable of a 35,000 kilometer suborbital flight. The trials of the missile complex were expected to be completed in 2021 and during the 2020 to 2027 period, 20 missile regiments are planned to be renamed with the RS-28. On April 20, 2022, according to the Russian Defense Ministry, at the 15 and 12 minutes Moscow time at the Piatstek State Test Cosmodrome in Arkhangelsk region, a armored fixed-based intercontinental ballistic missile was successfully launched from a silo launcher. So that is about the history of this weapon. Now let's talk about the design. The RS-28 armored will be capable of carrying about 10 tons of payload for it, either up to 10 heavy or 15 light MERY warheads, an unspecified number of avant-garde hypersonic glide vehicles, or a combination of warheads and several countermeasures against anti-ballistic missile system. The Russian Ministry of Defense say that HIM missile is Russia's response to the US Prompt Global Strike System. SARMAT has a short boost phase, which shortens the interval when it can be tracked by satellites with infrared sensors, such as the US space-based infrared system, making it more difficult to intercept. It is speculated that the SARMAT could fly a trajectory over the South Pole, completely immune to any current missile defense system, and that it has the fractional orbital bombardment capability. According to various sources, RS-28's launch sites are to be equipped with the MOSIR active protection system designed to negate a potential adversary first strike advantage by discharging a cloud of metal arrows or bells, kinetically destroying incoming bombs, cruise missiles, or intercontinental bombs. That would be possible at altitudes of up to 6 km. And now, what makes the SARMAT or Saturn Sun so threatening? Intercontinental ballistic missiles are similar to rockets that shoot satellites and people into orbit, but these can carry warheads and hit targets on Earth. The missiles travel in a wide arc over Earth, enabling them to strike halfway around the world within an hour. Saturn II, the new version, can be able to carry 10 large warheads or 16 smaller ones, a combination of warheads and countermeasures, or up to 24 U-74 hypersonic boost glide vehicles. What that means? That means that only one Saturn Sun could pack as much as 8 megatons of TNT equivalent explosive power. That's more than 400 times as strong as either bomb that US dropped on Japan in 1945, both of which combined led to roughly 150,000 casualties. The technology used to deliver multiply warheads to different targets is called a multiply independently targetable re-entry vehicle, or MERV. Such devices deploy their warheads after reaching speed that can exceed 15,000 miles per hour. Depending on where the warhead is deployed in space and how it maneuvers, each one can strike targets hundreds of miles apart. Why scientists said that this weapon is invisible? A recently demonstrated technology made to neutralize a nuclear warhead is a kinetic kill vehicle. Essentially, a large high-tech bullet launched via missile. The bullets can target a warhead, slam into it mid-flight, and obliterate the weapon. But there are a number of different ways to penetrate the defense, like a kill vehicle and many others. SARMAT has advanced guidance systems and probably some countermeasures designed to trick anti-missile systems. This might include a couple dozen very lightweight decoys made to look like the warheads, or let's say maybe it's better to say that they probably have some, let's say, cooling systems that might confuse heat-seeking anti-missile systems. Also, simply deploying large number of warheads can be enough. Kill vehicles may not work 50% of the time, based on prior testing, and they are technology that been in development for decades. So that's why Saturn II or Saturn Sun, or simply Sarmat, is unique in the world. I hope that you like this episode. Don't forget to press subscribe button and do not hesitate to write the comments below. See you soon. Goodbye.